What is a praise kink? If you like this video, download the Bonded app from the link in my bio. A praise kink is when somebody gets particularly turned on by positive reinforcement or verbal affirmations. Some of the most common examples of this are being called a good boy or a good girl in the bedroom, or being told things like, "You're doing really well for me." Before someone leaves a comment saying everybody loves positive affirmation in the bedroom, yes, that is true, but what makes it into a kink is when somebody gets particularly turned on by it to a much larger degree than most other people. That said, yes, a praise kink is pretty common. There are lots of different reasons why somebody might develop a praise kink, but a common one is tied to attachment style. For example, if you grew up in an environment where positive reinforcement wasn't particularly common, you might end up seeking and craving a lot of that validation from your partner to the extent that it then becomes a turn on. Some other people might carry a lot of internalized shame about intimacy or about a specific interest of theirs, and so the praise might work to counteract those feelings, and it ends up being something they really enjoy. And finally, some people use it as a way to reinforce a power dynamic. If you're the dominant and you are effectively in control of when and how the submissive gets to feel good about themselves, that can be a really powerful way to enhance that dynamic. You can also set up a narrative where the submissive's primary aim ends up being to please you. As far as kink goes, this one is obviously on the slightly less risky side of things, but you still need to be doing aftercare even with these more positive sounding kinks. A common way of doing aftercare for praise is to continue to give praise so that the submissive gets more of an off-ramp into reality. And alternatively, some people enjoy being told that they are loved unconditionally and that their worth isn't tied to their performance in the bedroom. As always, just keep communicating with your partner and make sure you're both having fun. Let me know what other kinks you want me to talk about in the comments.